Mr. Emmanuel Sanchez, how are you, sir?
Doing very well, thank you very much.
Thank you for taking out the time to speak with me. You are currently 17-3 on a four-fight winning streak, and you're about to take on Patricio Pitbull Freire for the Bellator featherweight title. How are things?
In a few days, it'll be 18-3. It'll be featherweight world champion. That's how things are going right now.
I dig it. So, all right. So, after three straight co-main events, you're now getting the main event spotlight. After four straight wins, two of which were world champions, you're finally getting a shot at the title. And you're not one of those guys who are like out here talking reckless. You know what I mean? You're not disrespecting people. You're getting this shot based on merit, based on your performances inside of the cage. What does it mean to you to get to a title shot based on just your performances alone?
Means everything. I live by that, I let the fist do the talking. I let my performances be my entertainment, and I let that bring my fan base. And even if it's not as big as others, personally, I don't care. I get paid the same, so I'm just gonna go out there and do my job. That's what it's all about. I focus more on training. I focus more on improving my overall skill inside the cage to have a bigger fan base, I guess. Because each and every time I'm in there, I want to have a better performance than the last one. Each and every single time. I always want to be better than the last one. So, I want to look better than the last one. And the last one before that, and the last one before that, last year's efforts give you last year's results. And last year's results were good, but good isn't good enough. I want better. I'm hunting greatness. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to get it. And now I'm excited that I'm going to fight another world caliber, top level fighter, one of the best in the world, best in the division, a legend, a pioneer, and I'm excited to face him.
Yeah, Bellator 209, November 15th, going down in Tel Aviv, Israel. Have you ever been to Israel or that side of the Atlantic Ocean?
I've never been on that side of the world. I've been the countries on our side of the world, but not on that side of the world. So I'm excited. First time. I'm a man of God, going to go out there and win the world title on God's holy land. And truly fortunate, truly blessed. So I'm excited.
How do you think the location is going to affect your training camp as far as like traveling and getting adjusted and specifically the weight cut itself?
That's a bunch of bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, to me, you're a fighter. You know what I mean? This isn't like, oh, wow, we can play at this game or this time or this and that. If I had to fight right now in the state that I'm in, tired, beat up, sore, hungry, whatever, I got to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and someone's, causing some trouble outside my house, and I got to defend myself. So, that's the true point of being a fighter. I'm a martial artist, of course, to stay humble, respectful, and disciplined. But at the end of the day, when I'm not an athlete, it's not a sport to me. I'm a fighter. So, whatever time, whatever adjustment I need to make, it's already made. I'm just going to be ready to go out there and fight time.
Now, you, of course, a Roufus sport product, training under the likes of Duke Roufus, Coach Cush. You're there right now. We all know how Pitbull fights, right? Like you said, he's a veteran, a pioneer. He's been around forever. Big power, loves his counter hooks. What are some of the things you guys are doing to kind of address his strengths?
Well, it takes his strengths and use it against him. I'm pretty boring, man. I think this is why so many people, will make the adjustment is that I see the same thing. The bull is stronger, but the matador is smarter. So, and I prove that each and every single time out, each and one of my outings. I take their strengths, I use it against them, and I expose their weaknesses. And it's a battle of wills. I've never been broken. I'm going to go out there and break his will, and he will fold. And if he doesn't, I will make him fold. And that's one thing that's for certain. So my constant pressure, my constant desire, my constant ability to be able to fight anywhere the fight takes place, I adjust. I'm a chameleon. That's what they call me. I fight everywhere. There's nothing that's foreign to me. There's nothing I've never seen before. But I am something completely different than every other fighter's ever seen. So I love showing that. I love proving that because when they have that look of confusion, I said, wow, I've never seen this before. I've never felt this before. So I have a tendency to do that.
Now, the Roufus Sports stable is pretty deep. A lot of talent there on a world class level. Who are some of the guys that you've been training with specifically for this camp?
Everybody, man. White belts, blue belts, brown belts, black belts, kids, you name it. Grandmas, grandpas. Everybody, I keep the white belt mentality. I can learn anything from anyone at any time. So there is no knowledge that's not power. I'm always hungry and I have that desire as my passion to want to learn, to want to get better. So if I'm teaching or if I'm learning from someone, it's always me getting in for my process, for myself. I don't do fight camps. I don't do what I need to specifically there's things I need to make adjustments for my training, but I'm always constantly training. And when you're always constantly training, then you don't have a thing to worry about. I don't need to worry about getting in shape. I don't need to worry about doing these other moves or these other things or whatever. I just focus on, all right, this is my game. This is what I'm going to do. And this is what I'm going to make happen. Some people, fighters, they like to think, a game plan's a game plan, but it all gets changed and get punched in the mouth. And so I'm not one to game plan. I'm doing one to go out there and adjust and make it work. People feel like, oh wow, the jab isn't working, coach. What do I do? What combination do I throw? What do I do next? And you got to make it work. Yeah. That's the problem, and that's what something that the greats always do best. Sanchez, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Canelo Alvarez, Triple G, you name it. You know what I mean? All the best. They make the adjustments that they need to make to go out there and fight time. Yeah, sure. Maybe they wanted to do something, or maybe they felt their opponent was going to do something different to them. But I don't know what he's doing, and personally, I don't care. It's all about what I'm going to do.
Fair enough. Now, Duke Roufus, legendary coach. I mean, he's also coach of the Pettis brothers, Anthony and Sergio. UFC 229, he made the executive decision to stop Anthony Pettis' fight and not let him go out for the third round, out of safety of his fighter. And I feel like it's very rare, unfortunately. Like, it's something that I guess I wish I'd seen more of in the sport. What is your take on that? When you have, modern day MMA, no one really throws in the towel. I mean, do you think that's something that should happen more often? Because at minimum, I mean, it shows care for one's pupil, right?
Absolutely. Nobody knows, Anthony better than Duke, and they both got that connection together. And he's got that connection together with me as well, and Sergio, who I just bumped fists with right now. You know what I mean? So, all these interviewers and people, the media, all this horse shit. You know what I mean? And the people who comment too, saying, "Oh wow, that shouldn't have been stopped. Oh, let him fight, warrior. Of course, he's a warrior. Look at his face. Look at Fergie. Both warriors. They both on the line, but." Boxing, you see it all the time too. You're gonna call a guy a schmuck for throwing in the towel when he knows, like, all right, there's no need to do it right here. I live to fight another day. You know what I mean? So not only intelligently defending himself, but the man's a father. The man's a businessman. The man's got, we got to have a life after fighting as well too. Don't get me wrong. I want to leave it all on the line, and I want to die in there too. But I understand. I got things that I got to do. I got a life outside of this and plans after retirement. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was, the right decision. It was rough. He's had so many handbrakes as well, too, the hand issues. And it sucks and it's unfortunate. We'd love to see a third round. Wish that wouldn't have happened. But, it is what it is. You got to look out for the safety of the fighter.
Yeah.
That's the true thing about it. You know what I mean? The safety of the fighter. So a concussion, a cut, foot break, hand break, you know what I mean? Or arm, anything that can happen in there, It's... in boxing, we've seen, fatalities. In MMA, we've seen people get paralyzed. Same thing with boxing as well too. So, seeing as this is the purest, rawest combat sport out there, right, for people's entertainment, you got. I mean, every fighter knows too. You got to realize, wow, whether they got kids or a wife or a family, everyone has that. They got to realize, wow, what I mean, being smart.
Yeah.
Again, it's one thing being the toughest guy in the world, tough as nails, all this crap, whatever, of course, you want to willing to leave it all out there, but still, health and safety of the fighter.
Yeah, I think it's important because, like you were saying, like a lot of you guys are fighters. Like you're willing to die out there, and I think it's important to have a coach that knows you really well to kind of save you from yourself sometimes if that's what's going on. So you would have no issue if Coach Roufus made that call in one of your own fights.
It would suck, but if I truly knew I could not fight, I can't fight. That's the truth. Say, coach, yeah, this is broken, or this happened to me. This I can't breathe. This I can't walk. You cannot intelligently defend yourself. It's not like we're not punching bags. That's the problem that people think. They think that it's like, oh wow, we can't fight. Yeah. All right, let's say he did want to go out there. What is he just gonna put his right hand up and not throw a right hand and just ball up like this? So same thing in boxing. If a guy is not intelligently defending himself, if a guy is just taking punishment, that is completely unnecessary. Unnecessary punishment taken. Yeah. So you see Lomachenko, guys throwing the towel against him, and you've seen it time and time again against other fighters too. Broken ribs, broken jaw, broken whatever, you know what I mean? Someone cannot intelligently defend themselves. There's no reason whatsoever to go out there and just ball up and put your hands up or just crumble. We're not punching bags. Punching bags with eyeballs. That's, you know what I mean? If you're not throwing back or grappling or can wrestle, do something to win the fight or to stay in the fight, then it's unnecessary to be in there.
Yeah, I respect it, man. I definitely respect it. Before I let you go, I just want a quick prediction on the Pitbull fight. How do you see it ending? Official prediction.
Well, I don't predict these things because, I'm ready for everywhere, So I just always say it like this. I'm prepared to go 5 rounds hard, ready for a war, but I don't think I'm going to have to. I believe I can stop him, give him the 3rd and 4th rounds. I truly believe my endurance, my passion, my will, my desire, my hunger to go out there and be the world champion. The way the stars have aligned for me and the time that I put in, the sacrifices that I've made, everything that I've, given up, everything that I've worked so hard for has finally come to this moment. And as a man of God, I'm just truly blessed to go out there and win on God's holy hand. You can't write a better story than that. It's a true blessing, man. It really is. And just so everyone knows, the month of November is really special. First amateur fight, first pro fight, now first world title fight. So there you go.
It's all coming together. Awesome. Well, you got any sponsors or people you want to give a quick shout out to?
Well, first, of course, foremost, Roufus Mixed Martial Arts Academy, unparalleled greatness. Like I said, does all my beautiful significant other, does my meal plans, does my gear, get everything ready for training. Remember that good is good enough. Can't be a full-time champion with a part-time work ethic. So day in, day out, got to put in that overtime. You got to work hard. And I'm truly blessed to have everyone that I have in my corner, all my teammates, all my family. Combat Corner, Grit, Mouth Guards, Diamond MMA Cups, Iowa Bison, CrossFit, Milwaukee, Wisconsin Athletic Club. My circle is very small, but my circle is strong. So it's just like our squad here at Roufusport. We don't have a gang of 100 plus fighters. We got maybe, a solid 10 to 20 guys, but each and 10 to 20 guys are killers. Each and every single one of them right here. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. So I know my squad is strong. Our squad is small, but our squad is strong. So all the top high-level elite guys, like my man Joe Muirshart right here standing next to me, was fighting in Milwaukee in September. So, 1 month away from this man right here, and, got a gang of killers here. And it's our time. We're going to go out there and we're going to get it.
I dig it, man. Well, how can people follow you on your journey? What's your social media platforms?
Just check me out at Emmanuel Sanchez on Instagram, at elmatador145 on Twitter, and Facebook, Emmanuel El Matador Sanchez. Thank you, everybody. Awesome. Easy to find. The Matador owns and reigns. He will reign supreme once again on November 15th, Bellator 209. Don't miss it.
Emmanuel Sanchez, thank you so much for taking out the time once again. Patricio Pitbull Freire on your dinner plate. World title on the line. Bellator 209, Tel Aviv, Israel, November 15th. Best of luck to you, sir.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it big time.